What up YouTube, it's your boy Anime Specialist. So I'm back. Last week I wasn't able to do a review for the episode, but now I'm back, and this week's episode was pretty good. There was a lot of information that we need to talk about, so let's get right to it, man. So in last week's episode, we encountered Muzan, the original demon. At least that's what we think right now. Maybe he's an imposter, maybe he's someone else, but we know that he's a demon and that he's really strong. It was surprising that we encountered him so early in the series, and the most surprising thing is that he has a family, and it looks like his family are actually humans, you know. So that was really surprising. So that was that was something else, man. I really didn't expect that to happen. And then he just crashed someone else, and he was transformed into a demon. So that's how powerful he is. At the beginning of the episode, Tenjiro had to choose between chasing and killing Muzan, and then saving human lives. So it showed a lot of his character. He chose to save people over killing and chasing and asking questions about how to turn a demon into a human again to Muzan, because if there's someone that knows if it's possible, it's the original demon, you know. So that showed a lot of character. We were introduced to 4 new characters. The 4 of them was demon, but the first 2 were actually good demons, not evil demons. And I think their name was Yushiro and Tamayo. And her powers were kind of weird. I don't know how it works. Maybe they're gonna tell us how it will work in next week's episode. But she just scratched herself, or scratched Yushiro, and there was a different smell or something like that. I don't really know how this works, but hopefully we'll know in next week's episode. So we saw some of Muzan's power. Obviously he's a demon, so he's physically stronger than a normal human. So it wasn't really impressive, even though he killed 2 guys with 1 punch. But like I said, it's nothing impressive because he's a demon and they are normal humans. But what he did after that was impressive and crazy, man. This was the craziest shit that we've seen so far in Demon Slayer. So I think he injected some of his blood into this woman right there, and I don't really know how this works, because we know that he can transform other human into demons by injecting his blood into them, I think. But he can also destroy them if he uses too much of his blood, I think that's what they said. So that was crazy, man, just how she was killed, and she didn't deserve that, man. The other guys, the first guy maybe, but this woman right there, she didn't do anything that was mean or anything, you know. So that was a crazy scene. So the only thing that we know so far about Muzan is that he can transform a human into a demon. He can inject some of his blood so much into the body of a human that it kills them really disgustingly. He has a family, it seems, and a human family, and obviously he has subordinates. So I think that's the only thing that we know so far about him. Something that we saw after this scene right there is that he wanted to bring the head of Tenjo for a reason, and I think the reason is he has the same hearings as this guy right there. I don't know who he is, but it seems like in this kind of flashback, Muzan was on the ground and he was scared of him, you know. So that's gonna be a pretty interesting thing to see in the future of the series. This guy right there, he's maybe a demon slayer, and his demon slayer sword is red, so it's pretty interesting. At first, the reason why I thought that Muzan wanted Tenjo's head, I thought it was because Tenjo, he just said to him that he wanted to kill him and that he was going to search for him and kill him or something like that. So I thought that's the reason why Muzan wanted Tenjo's head, but it seems like in his past he was fighting and defeated by a demon slayer that much powerful than him, you know. So that's gonna be really interesting. So Tenjo finally has demon allies. So Tamayo and Yushiro, I think is his name, are now Tenjo's ally for multiple reasons. The first reason is that she was able to save the life of that lady that was attacked by her fiance because Muzan transformed him into a demon. The guy is in the basement, I think, restrained, and the woman is now saved by Tamayo. She's a doctor. The second thing is that she wants to be able to turn back demons into human, and for that to happen, Tenjiro has to kind of take demon blood samples to her. The first sample is gonna be Nezuko because she's different than any other demons that we know so far. He'll have to take a demon blood sample of demons that are close to Muzan for her to test it and find a cure to turn demons back into a human. So that's really interesting. But yeah, so far this episode was probably one of the most informative episodes of the series so far. Just to think that Tamayo is trying to make a cure to turn demons back into humans is pretty cool. But we still don't know if there's something that can turn a demon back to a human yet. We don't know because it hasn't been confirmed that there's not a way right now, and Tenjo still hasn't asked question to Muzan, the original demon, you know, so that's gonna be interesting. Another thing that we learned is that Tamayo is actually able to turn humans into demons, and she said that it took her 200 years to be able to do that. So I think for demons to be able to turn other humans into demons, they have to be at maybe 200 years old or older or something like that. So that was interesting. So we know that Muzan is older than that, and yeah, he's the original demon, so he's older than any other demons. But before this episode, we only knew that Muzan was able to do it. So we'll probably encounter other demons that will be able to do that. So I'm kind of hyped for that. But she said that she only turns human into demons if they're gonna die, if they're really ill, and if they want to. So she has asked them if they want to turn into demon and continue to live, and that's what she does. And even then, her, Tamayo, and Yushiro, they don't eat humans. They only drink a little bit of blood. Yushiro even less than Tamayo because he's probably when he was turned into a demon, he probably started like that compared to Tamayo, you know. So they're kind of like if you saw Twilight in the early 2010s, the demons Edward and his family was only drinking blood from patches. So that's what Tamayo and Yushiro does. So they're good demons. So the demons that were dispatched by Muzan to bring Tenjiro's head back to him were pretty interesting. The first demon, I don't know his name, but he has an interesting power. He doesn't actually use his eyes. He uses his eyes in the palm of his hand. So it's pretty interesting. Because of that power, he was able to trace back Tenjiro, Nezuko, and Yushiro to the hidden place. There was a cloak there so that nobody could trace them to the place, but because of that power he was able to do so. And then there was that other demon that seems to attack with dodgeballs or something like that. That was pretty funny, but it actually destroyed the whole place, you know. So they're pretty strong. They're close to Muzan, so maybe Tenjiro will be able to get blood samples from them. So we'll have to see next week's episode. But yeah, it was a pretty good episode. I'm hyped for what's gonna happen next week. I'm hyped to see maybe not Yamato, I think her name is not Yamato, or Yushiro plus Tenjiro and Nezuko against them. It's gonna be an awesome fight, so I can't wait. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below, and let me know what you think is gonna happen next, man. I do Kimetsu no Yaiba Demon Slayer reviews every Saturday, so subscribe for that. And I do other anime related things like One Piece reviews on Saturdays, Black Clover reviews on Tuesdays, and I think now I will do Attack on Titan reviews on Wednesdays because it seems like they're moving Attack on Titan from Sundays to Wednesdays because of leaks or something like that. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, man, follow me at Anime Specialist on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.